How pleased are you with your afternoon's work?
I thought we were excellent today. I thought we fully deserved the win. First half played some really good football. Just maybe a moment of quality just in the top third. But really good football. Second half, started the second half slightly slower, but showed a different side to it. You know, resilience and organisation and people covering around each other, doing the ugly side of the game. So that was, and then game management at the end. You know, we saw out the last 10 minutes. They didn't really, I mean, pop shots from 30-40 yards, we'll take that. So lots and lots of positives.
What pleased you the most?
Basically, sort of tying everything up from pre-season and putting it into one game. You know, the work that we do in pre-season is patterns and trying to get the football into them, whilst trying to build your foundations of your when to solidify and when to be hard to beat. And that probably because they're a good team, Peterborough, and they've got some good players as well, by the way. So, as we know, so no, it was a good afternoon. It's just a reminder of what we need to deliver to win games of football.
How did you think the new players did?
I'm trying to think. I thought Josh was excellent. Made one mistake with the kick, kicked it straight to their lad, but made up for it. Didn't compound it by, you know, a lot of keepers would have given a penalty away at that moment. So he'll only be better for that. People forget I think he's 19 today actually. So Finn showed pockets of what he can do. Gets into good positions, a bit loose with it at times. You know, nutmegging people on the halfway line, that doesn't happen in League Two. So he got told. He'll be better for that as well because he's not used to the intensity. I thought Sercombe is exactly what we brought here. I thought Sercombe looked like a Rolls Royce today. Took his goal, even the way he celebrated, it was almost like, well, that's what I do. That's what he's been brought into. I think we scored one goal from outside the box last year. So it's not a case we don't ask them to shoot. So I thought he was good. Willow worked well with Alfie, worked well with the press, got hold of it, nearly scored a very good goal. So overall, I was happy with them all, to be honest.
And Lewis Feaston?
I thought Lewis was excellent. Really, he only came off because we need to get minutes into Boiler. It wasn't anything to do with his performance, but I thought he was a real positive. Actually, I can't believe I've just forgotten it. Because one thing we've asked him to do is play forward a bit more, because where he's come from at Brighton 23s, it's turn out and play backwards, and he's already in 2 weeks got better at that. His 1v1 defending was excellent as well, so I thought he was top draw.
Those of us who watch Cheltenham regularly will say there's a real identity about the team. Do you think you saw that again today?
Well, we've been playing the system a long time, so a lot of the players already know it. So we're hoping that, you know, this season is going to be Saturday, Tuesday, so it's going to be difficult to actually get football work in. So we're hoping that the foundations that we've already built from last year will stay with us. It's one game of football ultimately. Where, you know, this season, if we got beat, it's still pre-season. So it's, you know, the real stuff starts next Saturday. But yeah, I think we do have an identity in the way that we play.
How will you approach the game at Newport on Tuesday night then?
It's exactly the same, try and win the game. The team will be different because we need minutes into people. I think, you know, Connor Thomas is the one now who's played a lot of minutes, but we can't really protect him in the minute because we've got no one else. So the team will be different, but the demands and the expectations will be exactly the same.
And looking ahead to this week, clearly the last week before the season proper starts in League next Saturday, you've been talking about trying to get people in. Do you expect to have new players in?
I wouldn't have thought so. No, I don't think anyone will be in this week.
And how about some of the players who have been carrying knocks? How many of those do you expect to potentially be available?
Well, Boyle trained yesterday, obviously got half an hour into him today. Blairy trained yesterday. Dan Barry trained yesterday, so they are coming back. The longer term one is Longy. He goes to see a specialist tomorrow, so we'll find out, see what. We can't seem to shake a hip problem that he's got. So they're hopefully coming back at the right time. Oh, sorry, got Elliot Bonds as well, he will be training on Monday. He's done all his protocols, so he's ticked all his boxes, so he's ready to train again as well.
Clearly it's going to be a different season to at least to start off with. Do you think the fact that you played a couple of games behind closed doors in the playoffs was a positive for you in terms of getting ready for today?
Not really. It is weird. It does have it's hard to recreate the sort of intensity, and probably what helped us today because when they did build momentum with a crowd, and sometimes that puts pressure on referees and things like that. So in terms of it probably helped us today, but I don't think there's any advantage having played in the two games because we were good in one and not very good in the next one. So yeah, I'm not sure it's much of an advantage.
Do Did you get a chance to say hello to Ryan Broom?
Yeah, we saw Broomy. Had a chat with him before. They said he settled in well. Broomy's Broom. Broomy's a good kid who enthusiastic, no problem at all from my management point of view, and he runs around. And it's not bad when footballers run around because sometimes it's a bit of ask when you ask them to run around. But he's fully deserved of his move. I hope he does well.
And in terms of building for the season, this must give the team a lot of confidence that they can come to a team who are likely to be at the top end of League One and not just get a win, but actually put on a performance that very much matched the opposition.
Well, we knew we had to be at it. We've played 3 teams above us and been beat by all 3 teams. So, Bristol Rovers beat them pretty convincingly, to be honest. So there was, but it's pre-season and you're stitching things together, and ultimately Saturday's the most important day. That's when it all does need to come together.